Nur Jetty, who's the coordinator of the program. Thank you so much for being here with us in the studio. And before we get to your very exciting trip to Nepal, introduce this society of bikers to us. Anyone? Come introduce your society.
Okay. It is not a society by that sense. It is a gathering of, like-minded people who game on this kind of adventure on two wheels. We do dual-purpose riding, but we don't discriminate other bikes. Dual-purpose would be for on-road and off-road kind of riding. It's good for small terrain, non-gravel terrains. Yeah.
And also, I think there has to be dual condition for you to join. First, you have to be game on for this sort of adventure. Secondly, you need permission from your wives, correct?
That is in the wife part. So how many of you are in this group of yours, this community?
So far, we established members almost 146. Actually, we are new community. Maybe there's a club, but we try to change to a new segment of passion of our bike. That's the main purpose. So normally club they have president on that, but for us everyone equal. When it comes to the bike, when we on the bike, we are same. You have a title, but we are on the bike, we are same.
Imagine 150 bikes on the road looking at that. I imagine.
That's a sight. Talk to us about this dual-purpose bike, right? The ones that can go both off-road, on-road. We were just on two of those.
Yeah.
It's quite daunting. I mean, even for me to imagine riding a bike like that on the road and then going off-road. I mean, no roads, pure man versus nature sort of thing. How do you handle a bike like that? What kind of requirements do you need?
Okay, I can see just now that our logo has been published earlier on, the Motoriders Adventures. Let me start with that first. This is purely a group, not a club. So as mentioned by our friend earlier on. Coming back to the bikes, as you cited just now earlier on, these are two siblings. One is the LC and the other one is the, I would say, the previous version. So most of us here have this type of bikes. As you can see, that one it's the big brother, the GSE, we call it. A stand for Adventure. So that alone is about 33 liters of tank.
Wow.
And this one is about 20 plus. You see? So with most of us having like the GSE, the 33 liters practically can last us maybe about 400 to 500 kilometers, depending on how we ride. So MRA or Motoriders Adventure, basically we are not only going from one point to another point. Basically, we try to embrace the journey with the culture, with the people, with the societies and so on. So we try to be local, although we are local. Like I said just now, among our friends, there's a place where we have been. Some of us never heard of the place. Like, I don't know, I can ask you, have you heard of Permatang Potong Telunjuk?
Wow.
No.
So it is a name like that exists in Malaysia. So let alone if we were to go outside, of course it will be interesting. But in fact, Malaysia itself also we have a lot more to explore. Basically, MRA Motoriders Adventure would like to explore Malaysia and see how that we can give more experience to even our Malaysians.
It's not a place where we have to hold on to our fingers, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so okay, forgive me because I'm probably not into the scene right here, but sometimes you go onto newspapers and there are cases where in convoys people actually get into accidents. Like recently, I think there's the Lamborghini,
Singapore.
yeah, Singaporeans who actually got caught in an accident.
Yeah.
How, as you guys, you're into adventure, you go on road and off the road terrains and everywhere, almost everywhere that you could go to all over the world. So how do you actually manage to, put the safety aspect to uphold it while you're having a trip like that? especially when you have like over 150 people with you. So what are the procedures that you have?
If I may add or a resemblance to the best what you described, we need to get intimacy with the bike as much as, like you said, you need to be close to your wife. How do you get approval from your wife? Basically, you also need to get approval from the bike, where you need to do all the safety check before you go, before you embark in any journeys. Be it from point A to B, which is only 5 kilometers, you still have to do a lot of checking safety. So that is the critical parts.
Alright, the interesting story that we were going to share with you, and we already have visuals of this. This is highland territory, and the bikes are able to go all the way up to this sort of terrain. And you were sharing with us earlier, you got a trip 5,000 meters above sea level to Nepal, so Kinabalu is probably dwarfed by that journey itself. What can this bike do that we don't know about? How can it survive the journey up there? How acclimatized is it? And the pressure of 5,000 meters above sea level, that's got to be something else.
Yeah, true. Basically, this bike can do almost all. It's entirely up to the riders, how experienced. But again, if you're going to that kind of level where you are riding more than 5,000 meters above sea level, you need to condition yourself. Not only with the bike, with the mental. Basically, it's not a matter of how good you are, but it's also how passionate you are, how patient are you going through the challenge, embark into all the terrains that some are not even, I would say, out of words. I would say.
So is there any specific system that we don't know about the bike that actually allows you to go up to like 5,000 feet above sea level?
Okay, practically about this bike, why it is in the studio compared to any other BMW bikes. One of the things that you need to focus, or maybe most people need to be consider aware about this bike. One, the engine. Second, talking about the engine, you can see that most of the engine are parallel with the chassis. This one it's outside, so you can see a lot of air to make it last for a longer trip. Secondly, BMW is the first bike who introduced shaft instead of shade. So because of the shaft, you can say this bike is comfortable for a longer distance, less vibrations. Of course, if you are looking into advanced telescopic suspension and so on, it will give you a better traction. Most bike now, in fact, BMW is the first among to introduce ABS. ABS usually people are aware of only exists in the car, but now ABS also exists in the bike. So that is one of the things that why this community choosing this bike over any others. Not because of the brand, but I think, of course, the brand substance is there, but I think the technology put into the bike is the reason why this bike is the choice.
I'm a convoy uneducated in asking this question, but when you're 5,000 meters above sea level, where do you stop for gas?
In the case, we always carry a spare tanks, auxiliary box or jerry can and so on. So that kind of road we can only go maximum 40 km per hour. That's it. So in terms of fuel consumption is very less.
Okay. And it's safer also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, we're not going for the speed is not our main.
Right.
Okay.
The satisfaction and the passion of the bike is most.
So how long are you away for any one given adventure or journey? How long does it take for you to complete the entire course?
I would say it all depends on the visa approved by the wife.
It's me, wifey, if you're listening to this. Mana ya? Yeah.
Basically, it's all depends on the visa of the wife. Or rather, okay, mostly we are planned. There are short trips, like we have done a day trip. We leave in the morning and come back at night. There are periods where we require 2 months. So that kind of trip we require a lot of visas. Apart from the customs and so on, families require. So you can see on the screen, this is one of the place that we went. We are very lucky to pass through with all the nature's surroundings.
Wow. Looks good.
Yeah, this is something that where you can only, I would say, enjoy or embrace or getting it, the experience, talking to any other riders. For example, if you're in the car you won't say hi. But if you're on the bike, the other bike will say hi to you. So the community for the bike basically is very close. Though that you don't know is in the helmet, so you are no helmet, you cannot see, but you still say hi.
It's a part of it.
Yeah.
Can I also ask you guys about the physical requirement on the part of the rider? Because I'm sure this kind of condition, you're not just looking at a good bike, you're also looking at a very able rider. So talk to us about your personal preparations when you're going on a trip like this.
Mostly physically must fit. Physically must fit. So like we have to go for the endurance. I mean, you have bus driver within the nation first before you attack the whole world. So you cannot sustain during riding in Malaysia in the rain, very hot sun. So we want to go back and take other place. So mostly our members will emphasize to have a healthy lifestyle.
Right, so for your community, the Motoriders Adventure group, are you always around within our very own Malaysians, or do you also try to connect with other similar riders out there in other countries? Do you do that?
Yeah, we do. Like
We do that. Practically, it is a community. When we travel from one point to another point, we always find a way how to get connected to the other points via any other riders or clubs or whatever.
So that with the social media, like
with the new social media and so on, it's easy for us to basically navigate and get to know. For example, like you are, like I mentioned, Permatang Potong Tumujok. I mentioned earlier on, we could find, I would say, the best cucur bilis or cucur udang or something over there. Because I think how we know that because we connect with the local. Some of the locals are riders as well. So they actually bring us to the place where good food served.
Wow.
Matang potong sendiri.
We learned something new today.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you never imagine places like this exist in Malaysia.
I thought Batang Berjuntai is already weird.
Sounds weird.
I mean, same. Yeah.
But yeah, you find out new things watching our show every day, and we learn together with you. Sometimes we're just as amazing.
because it's part community as well. Like you said, just how we connect people. So some people from other places outside Malaysia to contact us where to come here. We give assistance to them. So likewise, when we abroad, some same goes to what we normally treat people.
They reciprocate your service and the warmth that you show to them.
Networking of camaraderie of the riders is quite large, very extensive internationally and nationally. We don't, like I said, we don't discriminate with other bikes. We communicate with them, and that's how networking starts and grows.
So, I guess all that's left to do is roll out the red carpet for anyone interested to be a part of this group. Just go right ahead, please.
Please.
Talk to our viewers and let them know how they can sign up or join you on your next trip.
We have our Facebook, Motoriders Adventure. We welcome all type of bike. Any you'll be BMW, you'll be Bugatti. For us, we are safe. For what type of bike, we are still bikers. That's our main thing.
So how can you find you on Facebook? What's your name of your page or your group?
Motoriders Adventure.
Motoriders
Adventure.
I'll look them up and be a part of this exciting community. I know if I own one of these bikes, I would be going to Permatang Potong Sendiri.
It's kind of we bring you.
You already had a first hand on how to sit on a bike.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's something new to us. Very enlightening. Thank you.
So, for us, I think if anybody want to start a bike, we should thankful to Auto Bavaria, Benari, for let us to assemble the bike here.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you so much for giving us a chance to get on one as well.
Yeah. We're excited.
Well, there you go, folks. Another take on bikes and, of course, Motor Adventure, the Motor Adventure Group. Thank you so much for being in the studio with us. If you're interested, you can look them up on Facebook. Continuing our sort of touristic trend, we've been to Malacca. Now